Make sure. Hi, everybody. We're
Hello.
back. Okay, now let's go over there.
Happy Tuesday.
Yes, couple more weeks.
Find us online here so that I can see, because all y'all are going to say good morning to us, right?
Yes.
Yes, say good morning if you're watching.
Morning.
Good morning, everybody.
So I know that your morning started off at what, 5 a.m.?
It did start at 5 o'clock this morning.
Ugh, not mine. How
At
about
5
you?
o'clock?
Yeah,
Yep.
because
No.
he does Toastmasters at PCAR.
Every Tuesday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
Awesome.
Yay,
I'm
well-
about 6:30. What
Yeah,
are you?
I'm like that too.
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever. But anyway, we're here with Leo Witten. He's with Plaza Home Mortgage. And I'm Shannon Hoff with Finance America.
And I'm Janelle Taylor with Realty One.
So we had posted this last week that we're going to be talking with Leo, who we broker through at Finance of America with Plaza Home Mortgage. And they are doing the 203H program through FHA. And it's the disaster
It's
program?
the disaster relief program.
Yeah. And so with that, I wanted to go over some of the guidelines and answer whatever questions that people do have. And let me take this off. I don't know, these things always pop up. But answer whatever questions that you guys do have. Basically, one of the reasons why we're going over it is because of the campfires. I'm getting a lot of phone calls for different programs that people have.
Yeah.
And so one of the things about the 203H FHA mortgage is that it's 100% financing. And the timeline for it is you have how many months?
You have 12 months to purchase after you're deemed in the disaster area.
Okay. So, and the disaster area is deemed by who?
By FEMA.
Okay.
12 months purchase, like you have to have closed on your home or
You
been
need to be
in
in contract with a case number ordered within that 12 months.
Okay.
Okay, that's
and a
good
case
to know.
number is basically for FHA. The case number follows the home. So, so you have to have a FHA case number ordered through whoever your lender is that you're going to be working with.
Correct.
So with that 100% financing, this is not down payment assistance or anything like that. This
It's
is
not.
something that the government offers.
Correct. They waived the minimum requirement for the 3.5% with the FHA 203H program.
Yeah, which is great
Hi,
because
Jennifer and Amy.
a lot of these
Yeah.
people that basically they're having to live in Airbnbs. Some of them are in tents still. Some of them are at hotels, which all the hotels are completely booked.
Yep.
Are they still completely booked?
They are.
Wow,
Oh, yeah.
I didn't
It's like
know
packed.
they were.
So I
Okay.
have some people that have had to go from Airbnb to hotel, and a lot of them aren't allowing
Renee.
pets.
Yeah.
So they're
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
different places. Some people have taken in the pets and all of that. But what it's helpful for is that actually with Finance of America, if we submit the loan and it's a disaster victim, those go through faster than anything else. So we're closing those in like 2.5 weeks.
We're prioritizing those files to get them placed into homes. Absolutely.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's great. So your underwriting is doing the same thing.
We are
process.
exactly.
Okay, perfect.
So how are people normally, I mean, obviously we're talking about this program, but how are other people finding out about this program? If
It's just
they're
awareness.
in
I mean,
this
there's a lot of mortgage
situation?
people out there talking about it, a lot of real estate folks talking about it.
Okay.
The general public isn't going to know that they can get 100% financing, so we
Right.
have to educate them
Right.
and get out and talk about it.
So with that said though, it is letting people know. So if you guys are watching this and know of someone or just want to share this post about what we're talking about, it would be a huge help to a lot of people
Absolutely.
in this
Yeah.
situation. So go ahead and share this so that they can learn this information.
And
Maybe
another
it'll
great
help
feature
someone.
about the program is it's not just for somebody who owned a home. So if somebody has been affected by the fire and they rented, they can now purchase it with 100% down.
That's
Or with 100%
amazing.
financing with
Yep.
zero down.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
That's
I
amazing.
have a scenario for one of my clients right now that they might get
Jill.
funds from, because some people have received funds already from their work and so on
Yeah.
and so forth to get help, FEMA, whatnot. And so they're figuring out, okay, do I want to put funds down or do I want the 100% financing? So there are those options. Another thing is whenever I check the rates too for it, the rates are great.
The rates are absolutely great.
Yeah, so that's also a benefit for people too. And it's either comparable or I priced out a couple of different ways, and for some cases it was better for my clients.
Yeah.
to go through the 203H program.
Yeah.
Which is great because then that helps. The rate helps with the payment, which means lower down payment, which means you can qualify for more as well, just in case.
Yep.
And these close very, very fast. One of the things that I thought was great is that you guys will go down to 580 FICO score too.
We do. We go as low as 580.
Okay.
And of course, with Finance of America, we have a program that, say, for example, if you have a 550 FICO score, we have a program that can help you to raise your credit most of the time within 3 to 5 business days. It's an algorithm that we have that we spend tons and tons of money on just to get people to qualify for it. Because, I mean, a lot of times, too, when the people that have lost their house or their apartment or whatnot, their credit is kind of screwed.
It's been damaged. And that's another thing that this program looks at. Because this program does look at the fact that the borrowers have had a loss. And if they had a mortgage late that particular month or thereafter, we're going to discount that on their credit.
Yeah. So a mortgage late can be anywhere from like 50 to 100 points I've seen.
Correct.
Which is crazy. So you guys are going to take that into consideration.
Absolutely. And the other thing that we'll do is if we have evidence that they've got their claim in with the insurance, that will actually discount that mortgage payment. So we won't hit them for the payment while they're qualifying for a new home.
Oh, that's great.
Wow, that's awesome.
Because what will happen is that they'll still have a mortgage.
Correct. It's still going to show on their credit report that they owe $2,000 a month in payment. We're going to hit them for the property taxes because they still own the land, but we're going to discount the actual PITI payment, or principal and interest payment.
So what that does to benefit people is that you can actually purchase.
Yeah. So that
Because I don't know anybody that can actually qualify with 2 house payments unless it's a rental.
Right.
No.
Okay.
No.
So
or with late mortgage payments. Normally you can't.
So how does that then with the credit? So say for example, their credit was a 700 before, say it was maybe a 650 before, and now they have a 30-day late, and so now it's at 550. How would you guys fix that?
So with us, FHA doesn't have a credit score minimum. So anybody that has a score minimum, that's a credit overlay based off their appetite for the credit.
Okay.
We have a 580 credit score minimum. So even if their late caused them to go down, we're going to be stuck at a 580.
Okay.
So that's just our particular stance on with our credit appetite.
Okay. So, because there's also underwriting guidelines for if you have a 30-day late or a 60-day late, all of that, sometimes you don't qualify. But you guys are, taking that aside and saying no.
So, for example, you've got let's say you had a 675 credit score, and now you have a mortgage late, now you got a 590.
Okay.
And now you're running DU and you get a refer because you have a recent mortgage late.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and manually underwrite that loan and disregard the mortgage late.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
So DU is basically desktop underwriting. It's something that we can do on the computer. We do your application and we can run an approval, and our underwriter has to follow that. So if it shows approve eligible, you're good to go.
Correct.
If it shows approve ineligible, which means because there's a late and your credit score is low, all that kind of stuff, you guys will manually underwrite it.
Yep.
Which
manually push it through, basically, is what that
and so there's overlays
means.
sometimes for manual underwrites, but I guess it sounds like they're just going to push it through anyway.
As long as we're within the credit guidelines in terms of a 31 over 43 DTI, we might be able to stretch that a little bit if they have reserves or longevity on the job. We'll look at compensating factors. But for the most part, we're just going to eliminate the lates that are on the credit, even if there's installment lates, mortgage lates, credit card lates, we'll eliminate all that.
Okay. So how I heard about it is through Facebook, actually. Through her and Mitzi.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, do you guys have this program? I was seeing it, and I was looking into it, and I said, no, we don't have the program. So I called. I think I told you this story.
Yeah.
So I called HUD, and they're like, oh no, we don't have that program. We don't know anything about it. And so they said, call CalHEFA. And so I called CalHEF, and they were like, no, we don't have the program. And I was like, why? Then is it all over Facebook? But I had to call FHA. The FHA.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Leo came in maybe a day or so after.
Right.
And because we do broker with Plaza Home Mortgage, we're able to broker the loan through them because they do the FHA 203H program, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
Some people get it mixed up with the 203K, which is basically a loan that can help you fix up your house. $30,000 up to, a couple $100,000. But this is not that program because this allows for 100% financing for
Correct.
people that have been affected by the campfires. Now, I hear this all the time. Is this only for California?
No, it's not. It's a nationwide program, so as long as there's been a disaster area declared by the president, then we can use this product anywhere nationwide.
Yes.
So this will apply for properties down in Southern California that just recently had the fires as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Floods, earthquakes, all that kind of stuff.
It needs to be deemed a natural disaster by FEMA.
Okay.
And if that's been the case, then it'll qualify for the program.
So how long is it? Do you know how long this program's been around?
It's good for 1 year. Oh, I did a little research on it. And I saw that it was actually available in the early 90s.
Wow.
And then people were taking advantage of it, so they stopped doing it, and then they recently brought it back.
How would they take advantage of it if they were in a disaster?
That I didn't get a chance to finish finding out. But I heard that they were
taking advantage of it. Yeah. It's just sitting out, but maybe people didn't know.
People were trying to do owner-occupied financing and not actually moving into 100%. The properties.
Yep. Okay. So that makes sense. There's always going to be somebody that's going to screw it up for everybody else.
That's right.
But right now it's available. Okay, and it does have to be owner-occupied. Because this is an FHA loan
within that year.
So don't try and be like, I'm going to, buy this house and I'm going to live in it and then rent it out.
Nope.
Because guess what? It's going to catch up to you.
Yep.
And we had talked about, I think a few shows ago, about an agent who had done that. And she went to prison.
Yep.
Who was telling us about that?
I forget.
It was
was it Jamie? Who was it?
No. It was our guy, the investor, the flip investor.
Bill.
Yeah.
Bill
was talking about that.
Yep, with 1031.
Yeah,
yep.
So you cannot do that.
No, you have to occupy the property.
Who wants to go to prison? Not me.
No.
Not me. So anyway,
that would be a no.
So you guys know this now. You can purchase a new home. The new purchased home does not need to be located in the same region. So
there's a lot of people relocating to our market here locally from the Paradise area. A lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Well, because it's going to take them years to rebuild.
If they rebuild at all.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a lot of damage out there.
Yeah, so, because we are having people coming to Placer County. I know that for sure. I haven't seen anything yet in Sacramento. None of mine so far.
I have a friend of mine that just recently went into contract on her personal home, and it's somebody relocating from that market.
Wow.
We do have a question with Dana. Great program. Do they need to wait for their insurance company to pay out on their destroyed home? And that is not a silly question.
Do you want to answer that, or do you want me to answer that?
You can go ahead and answer it.
So, no, they do not. They do not have to have that. We do need evidence that they've filed the claim and that the insurance companies acknowledge the claim, and then we can back out that payment. Again, they're going to have to get hit for the taxes because the land's still there and they own the land. But as for the mortgage, and if there was any mortgage insurance and the interest, the principal and interest, we're not going to have to hit them with that payment.
Yeah. Okay. And because I'm actually going to be closing on one of my clients that they lost their home that they only had for a year. But anyway, so we're going to close on that. But the insurance the insurance companies met them out there on Thanksgiving.
Wow.
I'm already hearing people getting their insurance claims.
Oh, yeah.
I'm hearing
absolutely.
That too. Yeah, so I'm hearing they're really fast.
It's taken like 2 to 3 weeks for a lot of people. And also the insurance companies have been given, a few $1,000s for them to be able to pay for the Airbnb and so on and so forth.
Correct.
And also the insurance claims for the cars are going really fast too.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, there's been, so much heartache and heartbreak out there. But at least, from what I'm seeing, the insurance companies are stepping in.
A lot of them are moving quickly. Yeah, that is good.
Thank God for that.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be located there. You can purchase anywhere. So a lot of people are moving out here because a lot of them actually have jobs in Placer County, Sacramento, and they were commuting. 100% financing, no down payment required for this. And if there's closing costs, that's something that your agent can help with too.
Definitely.
Do you guys get rate credit?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
So what rate credit means is that to help with the closing costs is that you can take a little bit of a higher rate to pay for your closing costs and your upfront property taxes, your upfront hazard insurance, all of that.
Yes.
So that's helpful. And since their rates are really great, that's going to be helpful for a lot of people too.
Something that's come up recently, I'll share with everybody, is GoFundMe pages.
Yes,
because people are getting a lot of
Yes.
money through the GoFundMe page. And remember, this is an FHA insured loan. So we're going to follow HUD guidelines. And technically, you're going to have 60 people giving a gift that aren't family members. So we can't use that money.
That's a good point.
Really.
So you want to make
good
sure that they have all this money. But now you're going to have to season it if you're going to use it. So we're not going to be able to use it right away. But if they have received an insurance claim and we can validate that, then you can use that money.
You can source it.
Yeah.
I have one that's a GoFundMe. And I spoke to the underwriters about it too. They got their funds in November. However, when they purchase and they close in January, all we need is a December bank statement.
Correct.
So
it'll have shown that it's in there.
Yep, we don't care. We don't,
The automated underwriting only asks for a 30-day validation, and the bank statement showed it was there when it started, so we don't need to trace it.
Wow.
You didn't hear that, but yes you did. So if you got the GoFundMe, we have to have a clean bank statement not showing that.
Correct.
The problem is because, like, how would you source all those people?
Yeah, you
right?
And then they're not all family members.
Yeah.
No,
most
and
of
then
them aren't.
basically sourcing, we'd have to give every person that donated the $20, $50, $100, get their bank statement, all that kind of stuff.
That
It's
would
just
not
a pain in the
work.
butt.
That's not gonna work.
That
So
wouldn't work.
if you did get some funds from that, and that is true, that's a great thing that you brought up, because a lot of people their work is matching it. So, which is, I think, fantastic and heartfelt. But just to talk to your loan officer and then map out a game plan on when you can close your transaction.
Before you go into contract.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Yeah. Before.
Yes.
Or sometimes you just have to manipulate it, right? We don't want to see that bank statement anyway.
Yeah.
And let me see. It would have to be your primary residence too, right?
For
the FHA.
Yeah, this is owner-occupied primary residence only.
But when you lost your primary residence, does
Correct.
it matter? Okay.
Correct. You can't lose your rental property and then use 100% financing to go buy another property.
Okay, just to make sure, going
That's
over
correct.
that. Anyway, again, if the mortgage payment was missed during the disaster, then you can still qualify as long as your credit is up there, and that's something that your underwriters will take into consideration. Do you guys have any other questions for us or anything like that? If you do, you can PMS. We didn't have our text MTG to 33655, which you can actually do that too.
Yeah.
If you have any questions, I can go ahead and send you over like a bullet point of what to look for and talk to you about it. Even if you're working with somebody else, it doesn't matter. For us, we're here to
help and
whoever
answer
needs help. This is why we're having this Facebook Live today, because like whatever we can do to help, especially during the holidays, we want for people to be able to get into a house. Now our transactions, and I know that a lot of the mortgage companies are closing these super, super fast within a couple, 2 to 3 weeks. So whatever anybody can do to help, whatever we can do to help, we're here for you. So you can either PM us or text MTG to 33655.
That's MTG.
M as in mom.
Michael.
Okay.
The mom goes to mom.
There we go. Well, no, she's a more of a mom than I am. She has like hella kids.
I am a mom times 5.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, not me. I'm like have barely 2 kids. They're pretty independent. But anyway, thank you again so much for coming to meet with us, Leo.
Yeah, so much. And like Shannon said, if you guys have questions or just want to run your scenario past all 3 of us are here for you.
And if you're a lender too, and you can broker, I will go ahead and PM me, or I'll just text the MTG to 33655, and I'll give you Leo's information, because he can actually go to your office and talk about the program like he came to us.
Absolutely.
For like 10 minutes. That's all it was. And it's just great knowledge. And we're all in this industry together. We're all in this world together. We're all working together. So make sure to everybody help each other out during the holidays.
Yeah,
absolutely.
For sure.
Anyway,
all
so again, if you have any questions, you know where to reach us. Bye, you guys. Thank you so much for joining.
And we will see you next Tuesday at 9:30 every week. We're here.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
So let me get this off, make sure that I do it properly. Oh, no, not that one. And here we go. Bye. Okay. So see, that was easy, huh?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, super
That was
easy
easy.
peasy.
piece cake.
And so hopefully you'll be able to get some more business from it.
Yeah, totally.
You know, that's at the end of the day, whatever, it's getting the word out there, which is important because that's how we found out about it. It's from Facebook.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's 100% how, I mean,
So
what
I
we
mean,
would
this became really popular with us with the Writing to Fire.
Oh.
So we started doing